So I want to go over where I was right, where I was kind of right, kind of wrong, and where I definitely was wrong. This is something I like to do with my predictions, especially between the blog and other things I've said over the years, or are just online. So where I was right was the Thunder made we're gonna make the NBA Finals. I mean, this is the picture from 2012. It's the first time they've done it since then, over 13 years, about 13 years later. I don't think it was a hot take. I don't think it was a hard pick to make. They were the best team in the Western Conference, and they beat everybody on their way there, including a 7-game series versus Denver was their toughest matchup. 4-0 sweep to the Grizzlies at one point, a game won by 50, and the Timberwolves in a 5-game series. Where I was kind of wrong was where I said Ant would be the face of the NBA. Like I said, he has the potential to do so, and I would love for him to do so because he does all the trash talk and he has the ability to back it up, and he does back it up. But I feel like he's going in circles now where he's we think he's going to be a top 5 star, and then he does something like this series against the Thunder, and then it goes back to, oh, well, I guess he's not. He's still young. He's going into year 6. So, he's got plenty of time. But at the same time, so it's kind of a paradox. He has all the time in the world, but he also has none of the time in the world because he's still really young. But also, there's players like Wembanyama, and who are already considered the face of the NBA, just about, who's putting up better numbers than Anthony Edwards in a sense, and is younger than Anthony Edwards, and already doing the things Anthony Edwards should be doing. I think the Spurs could make a run next year. I think the Timberwolves can make a run next year, but it all depends on how they do this offseason because they are going to have a different team. Now, where I definitely was wrong was I had posted that Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, after round 1 against the Grizzlies, I said he was not the MVP. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, I want to formally say I'm sorry, I was not familiar with your game. So I had said Jokic was the definite MVP. I still think he's the best player in the NBA. But definitely, I thought Shea's was unearned. It's been earned. It's been proven wrong to me over the last 2 series, definitely. So, Shea, I wouldn't call him the best player in the NBA, but I think you can make the argument. I thought you couldn't make the argument, but over the definitely now I can. I've come around. I've come around for all the Shea believers. So the Clippers or the Thunder absolutely fleeced the Clippers to get him. It's ridiculous that they got Shea and 7 first-round picks, I believe, for Paul George, who played 4 years there. Come on, man. Whoever the GM is at the Clippers, I don't know if he's still there, but if he is still there, he needs to get fired. So, and then one other spot where I was wrong was the Indiana Pacers. I mean, I think a lot of us were wrong about the Pacers. I thought I was on the fence about the Pacers even winning in round 1. So here's my bracket in the Eastern Conference. I was 50-50 on the Pacers even winning round 1. But the 4-1, especially when Dame got injured, I mean, you knew the Pacers were going to win. I think the Pacers came into this bracket kind of like the Miami Heat all those years ago where nobody predicted them to win anything, but really they were just the most underrated team. The Pacers 4-1 to the Bucks, lost game 3 at Indiana. So game 3 in Milwaukee, my bad. And then they beat Cleveland. I knew they'd be a tough matchup for Cleveland. I thought it'd be like maybe a 7-game series, but 4-1? 4-1. Winning every game in Cleveland. Their only loss came in Indiana. Cleveland 4-1. That is ridiculous. And now they're up 3-1 on the New York Knicks. I mean, it's crazy. They keep winning on the road too, which is ugh. I mean, they've won both games in the Garden. They won 3 games in Cleveland. And their only loss on the road right now has come to the Milwaukee Bucks. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. So the Pacers are going to win the Eastern Conference finals. I mean, they're the Knicks aren't gonna come back from 3-1. They're not one of them teams. I don't think. I mean, it's possible, but I don't think they're built for that. I think they'll lose. I think the Knicks will win Game 5, and the Pacers will win at home in Game 6. But I'd like to apologize to Rick Carlisle, Pascal Siakam, who I've been a big hater of, who's definitely played really well. Tyrese Halliburton, no, I mean, he deserves an apology, but he was never overrated in the first place. That was a bunch of doohickey, a bunch of Maloney. Um, but yeah, I thought the Eastern Conference was a game between the Cleveland Cavaliers and Boston. And I think everybody did. If you thought the Pacers were going to go to the finals, I'm gonna call you a liar, and I'd like to see proof of that. Um, but no, to see I mean, the Knicks were built to beat the Celtics. The Knicks roster was built to beat the Celtics, and not anything else. So I'd like to apologize to the Pacers. I won't apologize to the Knicks because they're kind of struggling right now. But I'm not surprised. I was surprised about them. But the Pacers definitely, we all owe them an apology.